which I kind of want to watch because I swear to God, in this 20-minute video, if they don't mention me like 700 times, I'll be fucking livid. Livid. We can watch both.
In this video, I'm going to talk about who Alinity is, how she got popular on Twitch, how she then got the entire internet to collectively hate her, and how she's been building up her own redemption arc under the radar ever since then. This is Alinity's unbelievable redemption arc.
At Twitch, hi. Could you talk about the case of Alinity? We need to know why she hasn't had any warning or been banned for what she has done. Watch out, Twitch. You have guidelines, all listed in image.
So for you to do all these things, right? And then for you to not accept my apology when I said sorry twice? What do you want? You're just digging yourself deeper and deeper.
In a breaking update, I just got word from my ace detective on the front lines. Alinity has been suspended. What I was going to mention is, initially Alinity decided to suspend herself, saying, you know, she broke the rules and thinks she deserves a suspension, so she was taking 3 days off. And about 2 hours after she said that, Twitch themselves decided to suspend her.
Then how is Alinity not banned when she purposely threw the cat over her head? Well, the answer is very simple. Twitch has a clear bias and they favor women streamers.
As we jump into the juicy details of Alinity's story, let me be clear. I'm not saying Alinity has completely redeemed herself in the eyes of everyone on the internet. That will never happen. But what has happened is she went from being one of the most mocked, hated, and ostracized creators on any platform to playing games and co-streaming with some of the biggest creators on Twitch for the first time ever. To understand how this happened, we need to understand where Alinity started. Alinity's real name is Natalia Mogollon. She was born in Colombia, and as a kid she had dreams of growing up to become a doctor. Alinity has said that when she was as young as 14, she began to struggle with eating disorders and bipolar disorder, and it got so bad that she was hospitalized. After this, Alinity quit medical school and began playing World of Warcraft. She says the game helped her move past her eating disorders.
Bro,
Through
what
WoW,
the actual
she met
fuck?
a Canadian guy, and they eventually developed a relationship. Alinity applied to study at the University of Toronto so she could move to Canada to be with her boyfriend. She says in this clip from 2018 that her application to college was accepted, but her visa to immigrate to Canada was denied. So Alinity and her boyfriend came up with a plan.
So they denied me, and so George was like, we should get married and I'll sponsor you. Because my visa got denied. Is that what I said? Yeah, no, my application got accepted, but my visa got denied. Because the government was like, no way, you can't afford it. So he told my parents that we should get married, and my mom was like, you should definitely get married.
After coming to Canada, things got off to a good start. Alinity got a new job and made some new friends. She went to medical school for 6 months, but she doubted that she could actually follow through, so she transferred into a nursing program. While in nursing school, she began streaming WoW. She quickly met up with some of the content creators in the space like Soda Poppin and NMP Lol.
If I might be able to see them. 1900s, I'll give you. If you guys are able
Dude, this
to
is such a good stream.
1900s, I'll give you.
Feed pictures.
Perfect. Yeah.
Nick, we got it. We're in. Dude. No, shut up. We're in. We can do that just 2v3.
Tune up. Let's go.
After her second year in
so
nursing
good.
school, someone who had been watching her Twitch streams made an attempt to sabotage Alinity's medical career before it even got started. According to Alinity, this person wrote a letter and sent a compilation video to the Saskatchewan Registered Nurses Association and to the dean of Alinity's college, saying that Alinity was paying for her schooling by taking off her clothes online. In reality, she was just streaming WoW. The dean of Alinity's school told her she wasn't allowed to tell anyone online where she went to school anymore, and after this her grades tanked. She started having panic attacks and decided to drop out of school altogether. In the beginning of 2015, Alinity would start to stream full-time. Unfortunately, this would—
I'm surprised that a school even gave a shit. Like, yo, you're still paying your shit. Why do you care what I'm doing? Like, so strippers can't go to college? Is that a thing? I'm surprised that someone would care in the slightest that where you're getting your money from at all. That's just so random.
Wouldn't be as easy as it sounded. Alinity began battling with depression and thoughts of self-harm, and in 2016 made a plan to end her own life. She called a friend who took her to a doctor instead, and she ended up getting a diagnosis for her depression and getting on meds, which she says saved her life. Back on Twitch, Alinity had gotten her start in the WoW community, but her content quickly began to shift. she started to realize that she might be more successful on Twitch if she started to show other things on stream.
Want to chat? If you were a girl, you would just go all out. Like, I'd be real with you, chat. If I was a fucking girl, I would go all out, not balls out. I would go absolutely fucking buck wild. I would ride with anyone. I would suck dick. I would do whatever the fuck. I would do whatever the fuck. Would you guys, if you were a girl, just flaunt your tits? You know, get some Discord guy to give you $50. You know, it'd be sick. I would totally do it. I would totally do it. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I knew a lot of you guys would. Bro, make a living on the side selling nudes. Who cares?
Most of which I can't show in this video. This kind of content continued pretty much without interruption until May of 2018. Until one day a man sitting on his floor decided to make a YouTube video about eye tracking. He tweeted out asking for people to send him clips that would be funny to play with an eye tracking software, and someone sent him an Alinity clip. That man's name was Felix Kjellberg,
oh,
aka
what?
PewDiePie. And what happened next, and Alinity's response to it, would create the biggest firestorm of the year online.
Okay, sure. Oh my god! Stop! I'm not entering! Oh my god, it's everywhere! Stupid Twitch thoughts. I just feel like they win over me.
Halt. Do not call SD Peach a Twitch thought. She is more than that. Do not even dare say that SD Peach is a Twitch thought. I will copy strike you, PewDiePie, for saying that. She is way more than that.
Okay, and they're not gonna win over me. Stupid Twitch thoughts.
Alinity did not take kindly to being called a thought and responded like this.
Stupid Twitch thoughts. No.
Seriously? He just said that? I'm gonna copy strike this guy.
Can we copy strike PewDiePie's latest video? Like,
what a
right
classic.
now? He called us Twitch thoughts.
When Alinity said copy strike, she actually meant copyright claim, which is something content creators and companies can do that allows a video to stay up on YouTube, but they claim the revenue it makes. Copyright claim abuse is an especially touchy topic with YouTube creators and audiences because everyone has known for a long time that this system is...
Yo, you want to know something crazy? So, people make clips of my channel all the time, right? I will never, ever copy strike you if you make a clip. If it's a 1 minute clip, I will never care. Ever. Feel free to clip whatever you want. Clip this. I don't care. Clip this. Clip these. I don't care. People clip my stuff. Dude, some guy, I felt so fucking bad, messages Sinak and is like, hey, I had a clip channel of a bunch of Mizkif clips. I love his streams. You know, one of the funniest, nicest, kindest guys I've ever seen in my entire life. And he said that he's a pathological liar. And he also said that apparently someone was pretending to be me. And they copy striked his videos. And his videos got taken down because they copy striked his clips. And the YouTube thought it was me. It wasn't me. I would never do that. We would never do that. So it was some random company. This happens all the time, chat. Random companies will try to copy strike videos. Random companies will try to take revenue. That's what they did. They tried to take revenue from his clips. And he messaged Sinak about it, and he's like, damn, like, what the fuck's going on? So we got it fixed. But I felt so bad. This guy sent a picture of his setup. Chat, he had an OTK hoodie on, and he was watching me, and he also had a little lifting set because he's like, oh, Camp Canute motivated me. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So we got it back. Yeah, so it was bad.
Completely broken. YouTube automatically believes the person who made the claim, and the system is completely automated. A real person does not look into these unless the person who had the video claimed appeals.
Yep.
And that appeal can take weeks or even months.
And what's most annoying is that they usually say that someone looked at it when no one looked at it. It's just a bot.
If they even look at it at all. In the meantime, all the revenue that video is making goes to the person who made the claim. This is only made worse by massive music companies abusing YouTube's broken system by claiming all of the revenue.
Warner Brothers, you're a bitch.
Someone hummed or whistled a song they own the rights
to.
So
you're okay.
Seconds. All this adds up to is whether she realized it or not, Alinity kicked the biggest hornet's nest on the entire internet. PewDiePie's eye tracking video did end up getting copyright claim through the company Alinity used, Collab DRM. But rather than strike back, PewDiePie apologized.
To me, thought is such a memeable word that it doesn't necessarily have any negative connotation with it. I definitely didn't mean it in a negative way. It's just a joking word. But I do want to apologize to Alinity and be clear, it was never meant to hurt or upset anyone. Alinity had a big problem with me using this word. Just like everyone else that watched it. were devastated.
Yeah, honestly, the fact that I was in his video is crazy.
And
that's because Peach has very thick skin.
Should have been the end of it, but Alinity doubled down.
I wasn't gonna hit him. I was gonna send. I have somebody that
This wouldn't be such a bad, like, clip if she wasn't just smacking her fucking lips with, like, SpaghettiOs. If she wasn't smacking her goddamn lips, I may have listened to this, but it's her stupid smacking of the lips that pissed me off.
We Strike hits a company that's called Collab, and they sent me $700 last month from Copy Strike hitting people. Good money.
Oh my god,
Alinity's smug reaction only made the internet even more angry. And it got under PewDiePie's skin, who made another 2 videos about her.
What
the
a
level of
smug
backlash
ass
Alinity
thing
started to
say.
get made her realize she might be in over her head. And she started to backpedal. But instead of apologizing, she blamed Collab DRM, and she also said she didn't really accept PewDiePie's apology.
She even tweeted out that she didn't accept my apology.
Dude, what if Alinity did all this, got all this hate on purpose, purposely wanted everyone to shun her, just so she can make an OnlyFans and profit off of the people that hate her the most? That would be good, but she didn't do that.
In his video, when B apologized to me, I don't want a personal apology. I want him to know thought isn't funny because it's such a memeable word. So here she quotes what I say in my video. So she clearly watched my video, but she very deliberately decides to ignore the fact that I said, Alinity, I'm sorry for calling you a Twitch thought. I will definitely be more careful when using that word in the future. That's what I said, and I never used it even as a joking way towards her after that.
Alinity would also go on to later
Good job,
say that
PewDiePie.
she didn't actually ask Collab to strike the video. Presumably, she just said that to try and cause drama and make her stream more entertaining. Just a couple of days after the copy strike drama, Alinity tweeted
93 comments, 123 likes.
That she was going live on Twitch. And someone replied saying,
"Reported you to the Canadian Immigration Control. Have fun."
Along with this clip.
So I went to medical school in Colombia, and you don't want to be a doctor in Colombia. It sucks. Like, you don't make any money. You work a lot.
A little racist.
So I was like, no, hell no. So I married a Canadian, and I came to Canada. And then I divorced him.
If Alinity thought the copy strike backlash was bad...
Okay, she was joking though, right? Like, she explained this actually in the Who Is podcast, but she was joking. I don't remember what it was, but I'll stand with Alinity to the day I fucking die, okay?
This controversy got turned up to a whole new level. People began reporting her en masse to the Canadian government, and a Change.org petition was created that ended up getting over 16,000 signatures to get her deported. On May 20th, Alinity tweeted, "To the people reporting me to Canadian immigration because of my comment with my friend, the divorce was initiated by my ex because of something he did. I signed the papers and we split amicably with 0 assets. I've said this countless times on my stream over the years." But Alinity's response was not received well by the internet at large. Why would she say something so horrible about herself if it wasn't true? Between the copyright strike fraud claims and the immigration fraud claims, Alinity quickly catapulted from a little-known streamer to the most hated person on the entire internet.
Is that fair to say that Alinity was, at one point, the most hated person on the internet? Because I think the answer is yes. I legitimately, back then, I think Alinity probably was the most hated person on the internet. You said you don't know her? Back then, if you were in this sphere, you knew about Alinity. She was hated on. She had like 9 different memes that happened to her and bullshits in about 3 or 4 months. This woman got so much, like, it was crazy what happened to her. Everyone was shitting on Alinity. Everybody was. It was crazy.
Over the next couple of years, everything Alinity did was watched with extreme scrutiny by the internet. She got into a scandal in July 2019 over this clip.
Milo!
Oh god, what a classic. I forgot about that. That's such a classic, dude. Oh, that's such a classic.
Around the same time, this clip surfaced. Alinity kissing her cat with vodka was particularly controversial because...
Yeah, not your best show, Lindy. Not your best. Not your best.
Vodka is deadly poisonous to cats, and a lot of people were mad that they had to agree with PETA for once. Alinity would end up inviting the SPCA into her home to do an...
I cannot believe that PETA tweeted this. Take a stand for cats and please remove Alinity from Twitch immediately. She is using the platform to post animal abuse. It feels like someone hacked PETA and sent this shit, which sent a dangerous message to anyone watching your videos. Cats are not props to abuse for more views. That's a fucking sick-ass slogan, though.
Investigation, and they determined that there were no signs of animal abuse. Then in April of 2020, she was playing a dancing game and had a little bit of a wardrobe malfunction, and she finally got banned on Twitch after this. She responded on Twitter with excitement. The internet at large interpreted this as smug grandstanding, and it made them hate her even more. They speculated that she must be sleeping with someone from the Twitch staff to continue to get such small punishments.
Let me ask you guys, it's been years since this meme has gone around. Do you really believe that people are sleeping with people at Twitch staff so they don't get less Do you think Hassan is really fucking, like, the CEO of Twitch so he can, like, you know, say his bullshit? You really believe... I want Mods to poll this. Do you believe Alinity slept with someone at Twitch to not get banned? I can't believe that you think that women are sleeping with staff to get... I don't know if you guys have ever seen Twitch staff. They're mostly women. They're mostly women. There's very few men on the team. They're mostly women. Okay? Like, I'm telling you, it's not 50-50. It's just not. And, I'm just saying, I know exactly what you're putting into your own head is, there's a man sleeping with a woman, and the man is getting free nudes going, doo, and then go, it's usually a woman who's on the other line, alright, chat? Like, it's not... put your fucking tongues away. Like, that's weird when you... Okay, 68% of you guys are obviously not stupid. Like, you guys are so fucking stupid sometimes. Chat.
By this point in time, Twitch users were outraged with Alinity, and every time their favorite streamer got banned, the immediate response was, Alinity has done worse and hasn't been banned. What gives? I just couldn't care. When shit like this would happen, I would just like the jokes and memes that go along with it. People take this shit way too seriously. Became the de facto punching bag for every joke and every ban appeal on the entire internet. Kind of like Meg if she was hot and Colombian.
Ew!
This all came to a head in June of 2020 when some streamers, including Ninja, were arguing on Twitter, and Alinity chimed in, "Oh, this is an easy bet. Team Ninja loses easy." And Ninja replied, "Don't you have another cat to abuse?" Alinity said, "You have no class. It's only a playful joke, and you have to be rude like this? Pretty shameful, dude." Ninja said, "Oh, I was joking too. LOL, OMG. Can't take a joke? Come on, Alinity. Haha, jeez." And Alinity said, "Ninja is the most toxic person in gaming." Even though everyone in this thread seems to be joking around,
all of them are so petty, from the top to the bottom, man.
Meanness towards Alinity was finally getting to her in ways she couldn't hide anymore. Alinity went live and had this to say.
I just don't know what to do. Like, I just don't know what to do. Like, do I stop streaming? Is that the only way that people are gonna ever leave me alone? Like, it's my livelihood, you know?
If only there was another way to make another income for Alinity. Drat. Gonna have to stick to Apex.
And it's been my livelihood for 8 years. Like, what am I gonna do?
Rosie's in chat. No, don't leave us, please. Rosie, it's a video. All right, it's not live. Okay, you're fine.
Don't listen to trolls. Just accept that you made a mistake because you are a human being.
Rosie has one wish. I'm like, Rosie, you want? Because I was like, you know, when we hit 1 million subs, I'm gonna give you a bonus. He said his bonus is he wants to fly to Alinity first class and thank her in person. That's what he wants to do.
I have, Jack, but do I really have to read thousands and thousands of messages every day about the mistakes I've made in my past?
Should I make that happen, chat? If I hit 1 million subs on YouTube, or when I do, I fly out Rosie to fly all the way to wherever Alinity is, which is probably in like Colombia and just to say thank you and leave. Yeah, I'll do it.
One is
Is that really what I have to do?
You have been through a lot. You know you are loved and appreciated. Don't forget that.
Like, you can't just say, like, ignore the trolls.
You're getting one guy to Alinity. You're getting one internet at Alinity. Jeez, calm down. It's just one internet.
Days later, another Twitch streamer called Reckful tragically took his own life after battling with depression and mental illness for a long time. The mood in the Twitch community took a drastic turn. Even
Yes.
if only for a moment, everyone was painfully aware of the impact their words could have on someone else.
Yep.
Ninja and Alinity apologized to one another. The mean tweets were deleted, and for the first time since the PewDiePie drama, some people online started to rethink their opinion on Alinity. In July of 2020, Alinity sat down for an interview with Dr. K on his channel Healthy Gamer GG. Dr. K...
How long did that non-toxicity bullshit last, chat? About a month and a half, maybe two? And it went right back to it.
Is a psychiatrist who specializes in talking with streamers and YouTubers. In the interview, Alinity explained how trapped she felt by her past. She said that no matter how many times she apologized, she couldn't stop the tsunami of hate and comments and DMs she got every day telling her awful things about herself and to harm herself.
So I'm assuming this next 7 minutes is probably talking about how how I saved Alinity's career, and now I brought her into my friend group, and now all this great stuff is happening. I'm assuming, because I watched this video for an ego boost, I'm assuming the 7 minutes is about me, right?
She told Dr. K that as she saw it, she had two options to make it all go away. She could leave the internet altogether, never to return, but she didn't see that as an option because she had never done anything else and doesn't know how to make a living any other way. Or she could take her own life. She seemed very serious about this, and it was one of the most somber interviews Dr. K has ever done. Alinity had truly hit rock bottom. From this point on, something very subtle started to happen. Alinity started seeming more honest. She had been honest before too, but her attempts at creating drama undermined her honesty and just made people trust her less. In this interview she did with Mizkif in late 2020, Alinity seems like a very different person.
That's right.
She cleared up a lot of details about her family, moving to Canada, and most importantly, her marriage.
Can we copy strike this guy for using my video?
All my family, all my friends, I left my entire life behind to be with him.
Yeah.
Like, everything that I knew, I left it for him.
God, I'm such a good podcast host. So I learned from one of my old friends. Chat, you want to know how you can always seem like you're really interested in conversation? He taught me this at a barbecue. Because I'm like, how do you always seem like you're always so interested in what everyone's saying? It's not Brendan. It was one of my friends named Eric. He said just whenever they're talking in the middle of their pause, just go, uh-huh. And make, that's all you have to do. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. If you do that, you sound so into anything they're saying, you don't have to be paying attention. Just wait for pauses and go, And I started, because you have to, think about doing it at first, but I started doing it a lot more. And I became, people would talking for hours thinking I even been fucking paying attention whatsoever. It's crazy.
And, finding out that he, cheated on me, basically,
Chat, thank you for listening to me, man. I appreciate it. You guys honestly have become way better of a community over the past few weeks. I feel like lately you guys have been just way more wholesome, way more enjoyable to be around. I've really liked hanging out with you. And honestly, it's been fantastic. It's really great to be with you guys every day. I really enjoy it a lot, guys. I really enjoy it a lot.
half the time we were together. Well, I was just waiting at home to get this stupid paper so I could be with this guy.
Right.
You know? And so, I was very angry for a very long time. Very, 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 very mad. And out of bitterness, I said a lot of things that obviously I didn't feel.
This cheating on the part of her ex-husband was also confirmed in a series of now deleted tweets that I dug up from an internet archive of his personal Twitter.
Hi all who will eventually read this. I'm Ryan, Natty's ex-husband. We were married 10 whole years ago, and we have been divorced since 2011. I was asked to clear everything up, and I've agreed to try and help her out as we are still friendly. We got married back in 2009 and went through the whole process of me sponsoring her to come live in Canada with me. Despite what she said on that infamous YouTube video that's going around, she didn't marry me and then divorce me when she got to Canada. I had to sign paperwork swearing an oath that I was financially responsible for her for 3 years, and if not, I would owe restitution to the Canadian government for any burden she had placed on it, with penalties on top. Eventually, the day came where our application was approved and she came. We lived together for about a year and really tried to make it work, but over 50% of marriages end in divorce, and ours was no different. It was my decision to get divorced. I have not known Natty personally for almost a decade. I will not speak to her current character or what she does for a living. That's her business. She's here legally and she pays taxes. She's a productive member of Canadian society and does not place a burden on the country. I think through all of this, Natty will learn to be more careful with what she does and says online.
Nope.
As it's very easy for things to get blown out of proportion on things said during an unedited, uncensored, multiple-hour stream.
Back in the Mizkif interview, Alinity also talked about the real reason she couldn't get into Canada. Previously in her career, she said that it was because the Canadian government didn't think she had enough money to come there because she was coming from Colombia. This was only half of the truth. The other half of the truth was that her father was a very wealthy lawyer who was banned from coming to the US and Canada and sentenced to prison time in Colombia.
This guy did his
He was
research.
one of many top executives that worked at a Colombian company that the Colombian cartels used to launder their money. Because of this, Alinity was afraid to list her father on her application to move to Canada. Since the Canadian authorities only saw her mother's income, which wasn't very much, they denied her entry. This left marriage to her boyfriend at the time as the only option for them to be together, and Alinity says her parents were pressuring her greatly to marry him since she had already dropped out of school and they wanted her to move on with her life. So it's becoming increasingly clear that Alinity was telling the truth all along. She really didn't copy strike PewDiePie, she really didn't commit immigration fraud, and her ex-husband really did cheat on her, which is the reason they divorced. She genuinely was happy to be banned off of Twitch temporarily because she told Dr. K that she hoped if she had been punished, maybe people would finally consider justice to be served and stop sending her horrible messages. In December of 2020, Alinity took a break from the internet, social media, and Twitch, and since her return, her career seems to be becoming more normal and less
but
hated
why
than ever.
though?
In early 2021, Alinity became a regular guest on Mizkif's Schooled Game Show.
You're still using that after all these years. That is your reasoning why Alinity is okay. Because she came on a Schooled episode. Dude, you've done so much research. You've went through the archives of 4chan to find Twitter pictures. You can't do 1 second of research to find out why she became popular again. It's because she started hanging out with me and we needed a thumbnail. Rosie demanded me to hang out with Alinity, and then that's exactly what happened. I didn't, this is not why Alinity became successful. It's because she came on Schooled once, okay? That's not fucking it.
Where contestants are asked grade school level questions to see who's the smartest. There was a massive scandal with this show where several of the contestants were found out to be cheating by looking up answers to the questions. Alinity was found to be one of the only people not cheating, and she had this to say about it.
Just rude. Mizkif works really hard on that.
Yeah, she became relevant, but there's a fucking My People right there. Bro, I was already friends with her for like 6 months.
Seriously, I shouldn't call it that. Mizkif works really hard on that show, and it's just so rude. If you get invited somewhere, okay, you're gonna have to respect that thing. And I'm just...
That's right, I'm the thing.
It makes me mad. Honestly, it just makes me so upset, and I feel so bad for him. Makes me very angry. I was like, that makes everyone look bad.
Alinity also seems to have stopped trying to skirt the line on Twitch's terms of service about suggestive content, and she's moved all of that off-site to her profile on another website, which I can't say the name of on YouTube, but you probably could guess. Recently on Twitch, suggestive content in the form of hot tub streams and spicy ASMR streams has gotten completely out of control. Instead of participating in these streams like she might have in the past, Alinity has just been playing video games and had this to say on Twitter. So is Twitch going to do something about repeat offenders, or is it fair game for everyone to start stretching the terms of service as far as they can? I've benefited by this blurred line before. I then thought it was messed up, and I still do. We need consistency and equal treatment. What's the point of the terms of service then? I think Alinity herself would say that she isn't a saint, but it seems like if her subtle realignment continues, she's in for a long and happy career on Twitch. She hasn't made any horrible self-sabotaging comments in a long time, and I think at the core of things, that's what made Alinity the most hated person on the internet in the first place. She had a bad habit in the past of bending the truth to make herself sound as bad as possible. She seems to have always understood that controversy brings publicity, but I think she's learned the hard way that not all publicity is good publicity. And it seems like she's finally learned that she'd rather just play video games and hang out with her cats than ever deal with another controversy again.
I don't want to be one of those dicks, right? I don't, but like, that, there's like no credit for me. I'm sorry, but I will take this one. I deserve way more credit for helping Alinity's career come back than almost anything else. I literally got hate. People attacked me. They said that you're stupid for bringing Alinity on the stream. Blah, blah, blah. And every single day, I was getting attacked for having Alinity on for a long period of time. But I said, I like Alinity a lot, and she's a fun person. And Rosie would be in chat, and he'd be banning people, and he'd be saying, get away from her. She's fine. And that's how it started. So, Tryhard 7's in chat for everyone that got banned for that. It was like 800 people in the end. But she was great. She was great. You also copy the end of the videos on I used to make. Are you fucking kidding me? But you can't mention me? Dude, PewDiePie looks good.
If you like this video I did about Alinity's career on Twitch, you'll probably also like this video that I made about why J-Schlatt is uncancelable. Also, if you want to send me some memes or topics...
It was a good video. I just wanted my ego stroked more. That's it. I just wanted a little bit...